Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Tipsy Chicks.
Yeah, and today we're featuring a local distillery called Cleveland Whiskey right here in our backyard. And we're going to be featuring this bottle Wheat Penny. So why don't you tell them a little bit about it?
You want me to talk, or do you want to tell them a little more history on the distillery itself?
Okay, I'll give them some. I'll give them some
Let's start
history.
there.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, this distillery was started in 2009, and they actually disrupted the traditional way that bourbon is made by using technology. And so early on, people were talking about it, and how they did it is they the technology is they used, hold on, I'll think about this, pressure and a vacuum. So they use high pressure and vacuum cycles. So right, they're pressuring it and they're sucking in and out, I guess, in steel pots. And what that does is yeah, steel vials, vats. What do you want to call them? Because it's not your traditional bourbon pot, so to speak. And the tanks force an interaction with that vacuum and the pressure with the wood staves that are in there. And so what happens is they can produce whiskey in days versus years, because when you put them in the
speeds up the aging
yep,
process.
yep, and that's what they set out to do.
Okay.
To make more bottles faster.
Interesting. And who knew? Right here in Cleveland. I mean, that's where we are.
Yep.
All right. Well, so to tell you a little bit about this bourbon, the Wheat Penny. So in 1958, it was the last year the beloved Wheat Penny was minted. It was the year the World's Fair featured an electronic computer that demonstrated knowledge of history. It was the year NASA was created and the microchip was invented. We actually have a NASA center here in Cleveland as well. The world didn't know it, but limits on what we could achieve were being eliminated.
Okay.
1958 features a mash bill of 51% corn, 45% wheat, and 4% malted barley. It's finished with black cherry and toasted oak wood, and toasted versus charred barrels. So, the importance from that is toasting gently heats the wood instead of aggressively burning it like the charred. And then this tends to bring out other flavors. And they pair it with the black cherry with the toasted oak to basically design a dessert whiskey.
Okay.
They say dessert whiskey with structure. We'll see.
We will see. This is a newly opened bottle. We poured it 20 minutes ago or so, let it sit, and waiting to see what we find out. And it's going to be a surprise for both of us.
It is. It's interesting.
Yeah,
Color.
it's a little amber, right? It looks reddish in the
reddish.
yeah, definitely amber. It's got very clean legs.
Mm-hmm.
And it cascades slowly. It's a little bit, looks a little bit thicker, a little more viscous. Oof. A little ethanol forward on that first little.
Yeah.
I'm getting a sweetness.
I'm getting sweet.
Yeah.
A little bit of cherry, I think.
Yeah, there's like that
it's
almond flavoring, almond cherry, almond kind of a scent again, which I get in a lot of them. Shall we go for it?
I say yes.
Bottoms up, bottoms up. That's pretty warm. It's 115 proof. I would say, again, I'm actually surprised.
just catching me wrong. It is warmer than,
It feels warm. It feels higher proof than a 115
it does.
because I have a lot of bottles. We share a lot of them.
Yeah.
That's a little off-putting because right now I got a nice caramel at first and a little bit of, I didn't get necessarily a black cherry, but I got a nice fruitiness. Second sip, it was hotter than the first to me.
It was.
Yes, it's like hotter than, a brass bra in the heat.
That would be good.
Just saying.
I'm surprised.
Yeah. And now it's bitter. I get bitter on my palate, which is a little disappointing. I was looking forward to something for the black cherry. Now, I have had one of their original products.
Yeah.
I did not like it. I thought that quick, pressurized 4 to 5 day was the shortcut. I just did not like it. And, we tried some high proof stuff. I think things have changed in the years that they've been around. Yeah, it's like you have a coat feel. There's a coating on my tongue.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's bitter.
Yeah, I got a little bit of bitterness in that. So.
And then I get dry cherry. But it's really dry.
Pull out the cherry.
And then maybe we should try a little water. Yeah, pour some on. Pour yourself a little bit. The lid's really cool. It's got an actual wheat penny stuck into the top of it, which I enjoy. Uh-oh, guys.
I think
She's becoming a heat miser over here.
Water's gonna help me on this one, I think.
Sorry about the napkin. Oh well. Party foul.
Water.
We brought some water out because I had a feeling this could be something we want to give a little help to. A little bit more. I think you're gonna need it.
So it seems. The straw sucks.
They suck. Okay. We'll get it. All right, let's swirl it a bit and see what happens. Now it smells completely different.
Yeah. Well, the alcohol and
Yeah, the ethanol's not hitting you. Now I get more of that caramel creaminess. It's actually like, yep. All right, I'm gonna finish this whole swig here. See,
Tim, sit down over me. I mean, slightly.
It's not hot when you add water.
I'm still getting hot. I am. Not making me choke or anything, but I'm still getting that heat.
Maybe it's the water and I had a little less than you because we poured more in, but it's nice at first. I get creaminess, a little sweetness. I don't think it's necessarily a dessert. Bourbon?
No way. Not for me anyway.
No. It's have you ever eaten a cherry? And you know how you keep the seed for a while and you just roll it around in your mouth and it starts to get like a bitter taste? You know what I'm saying? Have you ever done that? Just like keep it in there and
no.
Because you don't have gum or something?
Sorry, I can't say.
What the hell?
Okay. I mean, I get the bitterness.
It's a bitter cherry to me on the back.
Yeah.
I get that it's a black cherry, that was, I
get this, there's still sweet lingering a little bit, but I'm telling you, my whole mouth is heated.
It leaves an oily coating that's bitter to me.
Yeah.
So I don't hate it.
I'm disappointed.
Yeah, I was hoping for a little more.
Black cherry dessert, because I'm a dessert girl.
She's a dessert girl, everybody. So send her some desserts, would you?
But
I just feel like it could have. I wanted more. I wanted a little more on the finish. That bitterness is disappointing, and it's also dry. I mean, it's weird. So I have an oily mouthfeel, but my tongue is dry. I don't know. That's an oxymoron, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm just a moron.
Well, be nice to yourself. Give yourself some grace there, Andy.
Okay, thanks.
Let's see what they say, the flavor profile. See. This combination creates a profile people often describe as a cherry cordial, dark
No.
fruit syrup,
Maybe a bitter one.
vanilla frosting,
Negative.
toasted marshmallow,
Hell no.
caramelized sugar,
Maybe on the first sip.
baked cherry pie. No.
Never, ever.
Cherry's one of my favorite pies now. Oak spice on the finish. So,
Ooh.
as we know, I get a lot of spice.
It's
or heat.
but it's heat. It's more heat than spice.
Spice. I agree. I don't know. That's interesting. So the dark fruit syrup, that whole thing about when they use cherry,
Could be almost cough syrup.
it could almost be cough syrup. That's where I'm going.
Yeah, I think it leans more on the finish that after you take cough syrup, that kind of bitter, that cherry flavored cough syrup. Unfortunately,
I'm not a big fan of this one, but I'm a big fan of Cleveland Distillery. So
I mean, this won't be a dump bottle for me, but I maybe will mix it with something, like make a drink out of it.
right.
Add some orange, maybe an old fashioned.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah, it's just not a winner for me, neat.
Cool. Yeah, I wouldn't.
The story's great. Sometimes technology sucks, and for me, when it comes to bourbon, technology sucks. But I'd rather have it sit in a barrel.
I mean, this is one bottle. Maybe it's worked on other things.
They do put out a lot of different stuff. I just, after that very first bottle, it was shortly after they opened too, maybe a year, it just turned me off and I never went back. And then this was a gift from a friend who he just loves Cleveland whiskey. And he's like, it's black cherry, it's fantastic. And I'm like, okay. So he gets the bottle, it's signed with distillers.
And there's taste.
His is bad, ours is good. So go by us, not my friend. Hi, Greg, if you're watching.
Anyway,
and no offense, Cleveland whiskey, if you see this.
sure, we'll try again.
Yeah, well, I have a Christmas one I haven't opened yet, and the word on the street is that your Christmas whiskeys are better. We'll see.
Cool,
and we'll let you know what we think.
Yeah, right. All right.
Well, why don't you give them the one fun fact?
Oh yes, this is
before we take off.
So in 2015, President Obama visited Cleveland Distillery. And I remember 2015 real well because I was a police officer in a suburb of Cleveland. And we had to do a big clearing of our streets because he came through our city. So
yeah,
it was quite a task.
I wish we could get hold of him and say, did you think it tastes like cherry?
Yeah, I wonder.
Cherry
what
cough
do you
syrup
think?
or not?
Yeah.
Anyway, who knows what he tasted?
Fun fact.
All right, everyone. Well, thanks for joining us today.
And
like us.
Oh, of
subscribe.
Course.
Join us again.
Don't forget that.
We have a lot of stuff coming. You never know what other distillery we might be at. So a lot of good stuff coming forward.
Fun stuff. All right. Take care all.
Yep. Cheers, everybody.